1800s. The old Brady money came from railroads and shipping, as I recalled. My palms began to sweat. Anything Eleanor wanted to sell was probably top drawer. Despite the fact that wealthy families used the cottages only part of the year, the furnishings were usually high quality, only the finest for the Bradys and their peers. "Shorehaven is one of my favorite houses in Blueberry Cove," I said, almost breathless with excitement. "It's gorgeous." A rapping on the front door glass startled me, since we didn't open for a few more minutes. I looked up to see my best friend, Madison Morris, peering inside. With her was another good friend, Bella Ricci, owner of Mimosa Boutique. Both wore faded jeans and gauzy tops, held cups of Belgian bean coffee, and carried leather totes. I gave them a wave and smile while Grammy went to let them in, Quincy at her heels. Maybe she would be the one to actually unlock the door, but he was the official greeter. Back to Eleanor, who was chuckling at my previous remark. "We see eye to eye on the house, at least. My nephew calls it a hideous, overgrown old ark, but I love the place. It's my home." I disliked the nephew already. "Can you tell me a little bit about the linens?" I liked to be prepared for meetings with customers so I could make an offer on the spot. "Oh, I don't know." Her voice slid into vagueness. "I've got a closet full of bed sheets, and last week I found some old linens from Europe in a trunk, embroidered and monogrammed, never been used, far as I could tell." My pulse jumped. Antique European sheets of good quality often sold for thousands, believe it or not. "I'm definitely interested," I said, trying to sound casual, but my fingernails bit into my palm. Hopefully another dealer wouldn't scoop me. "When can I come by?" "Well, whenever you want. Another gentleman from Camden is coming out this afternoon. Oh, and there are aprons, too. I think from the 30s. Do you want those?" Did I ever? I held back a squeal. Patting my chest to calm down, I said, "How about this morning?" I had to grab that inventory before the other dealer even saw it. We settled on a time, and after I hung up, I did a little dance in place, fists pumping. "Woohoo! We've got a hot one in the pipeline." To Grammy, I said, "Eleanor Brady later this morning. European linens and antique aprons." She gave me thumbs up. "I haven't seen Eleanor for ages. I wonder how the old gal is doing. You'll have to say hello for me." My friends were exchanging amused looks at my excitement. "I'm happy for you," Bella said. "I feel that way when I come across a great new designer." Bella had impeccable taste, which was why the Lobster Festival committee had put her in charge of the fashion show. Since the 1940s, the 5-day festival celebrating Maine's famous crustacean had included a parade, lobster dinners, and a carnival. In recent years, the organizers had added new events to expand the festivities and further benefit the charities they supported. The official kickoff was the day after tomorrow, starting with the parade down Main Street. "What's up?" I asked. "Are you here about the festival?" Grammy and I were in charge of keeping other retailers informed about the event. "Everyone has the festival poster and handouts for their in-store displays, and we collected all the raffle items and took them to the chamber office." Madison consulted the clipboard she pulled out of her tote. "Great work. Another 2 items checked off the list." Madison, who had her own marketing business, was in charge of promoting the festival and coordinating the various teams and committees. Bella smiled. "But that's not why we're here. Do you have time to talk for a minute, Iris?" I glanced at Grammy, who nodded. "Go ahead," she said. "I'll take care of any customers." Since the clock had now struck 9, she went to the front window and turned the sign to open. Picking up my coffee, I said, "Let's meet in the classroom." I led the way, flicking on the light in the adjacent space, once a smaller storefront. This fall, I planned to start offering sewing classes here, including stitching aprons from vintage patterns and upcycling antique and used linens into projects. We took seats at the long table, Quincy jumping up onto a chair, too. He liked to be in on the action. "He's so cute," Bella said, rubbing his chin the way he liked it. He purred loudly. "How's your kitten?"